out on our second ever AmazingCo Mystery Picnic. We did one a few years ago in La Jolla, and this time we have the added benefit of having a little tag along with us now. When we did La Jolla, it did say it was a walkable route that we inherently decided to drive anyway. This time we did pick another walkable route that we will be walking, because now that we have a small one, I am not going to deal with getting him in and out of his car seat every single time. I'm just going to slap him in a stroller and we're going to make it happen. These mystery picnics are really cool because they take all the planning out of the dates. You don't even have to think about a thing. You get to do a fun activity and solve clues to get to each one of your locations to pick up all of your items. And then at the end of it, you get to sit down at a place that they send you to and enjoy all the fixings that you picked up along the way.
You'll receive a link to your experience a couple days before. I recommend you open the link before you even leave the house, so you know what's in store, what to expect, where you need to go, and the timing of your experience. Also, it is best to have your first clue solved before you leave the house so you know where you're going. It also will remind you of things you need to bring for your own sake, plates, utensils, a cooler, because they do not provide that. So the only thing they provide is the food and drink. This is an example of what the first clue may look like. Every experience is going to be different. I know it kind of looks difficult. Have a pen and paper, open a notes on your phone. If you can't solve it, you can show a hint, or if you're completely stuck, you can reveal the answer. This is our first stop, that we are going on the Pasadena route, and you are never at a loss for what you need to pick up at each stop, because it will tell you at this stop, this is what you're picking up, so that you always pick up exactly what you need for the experience. And it also gives you some cool little history too.
Is it wrong to use the stroller cup holder for wine?
After we picked up our first item, we solved our next clue, and before we knew it, we were on our way to the next stop. And I can't complain. The weather that day was absolutely phenomenal. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold, and it was a great day to be out.
Psych, this adventure is actually so I can live out my dream being on America's Got Talent, because I got talent. I don't have talent. Hi, I'm here to pick up for AmazingCo. Name is Donna.
Personally, I felt like we didn't get a whole lot of food and drink for our Pasadena experience, so at any point along your way, you can get more food or drink at any of the stops you stop at. Obviously, that will be out of pocket.
I'm starting to get so hungry. I'm glad we're getting close to the end, because I am getting hungry.
I will admit, closer to the end of the experience, the riddles were getting a little difficult to solve. I had to reveal a hint for one of them, and for the last one, as made clear by my face here, I had no idea. I had to just reveal the answer because I had absolutely no way of solving this. But again, the walk was really nice. It was a nice chill day. I was just excited to eat because I was so hungry by this point. But the scenery was nice. The park that it led us to was very open and green, and it was just a nice day to enjoy the scenery and the picnic here. As you can see, the natural wildlife is also very nice and baby friendly. This was his first squirrel experience.
So we had a total of 3 food and drink stops and 3 scenic stops. I guess 4 if you count where you end up for your picnic, which is right next to one of their scenic stops. I feel like the food we got this round was a little less than what we got for La Jolla. I will say the Pasadena route is definitely more cityscape. You are just walking right next to a road. I don't think if we were to have done what we did in La Jolla, where we just got in the car and went to the next stop, that it would have been as successful, because there is little to no parking when you're driving in the city. So I'm glad we did walk it. Total walk was about 2.5 miles. So not too entirely bad. It took us a total of around 2 hours to complete, but we got our steps in, and the food was good. So can't really complain much beyond there. Time to go show my talent. My talent is a secret until I get in there.